Good evening, and welcome to the October 14th, 2025 regular session meeting of City Council. If you are here tonight and would like to address council, please talk to staff in the lobby. Please indicate item I for matters that are germane to City Council. As you'll see, we have a light system. It's 3 minutes. After stating your name and address, you will see a green light appear. After 2 minutes, you will see a yellow light. After 3 minutes, you will see a red light. At that time, we ask that you please take your seat. Additionally, written remarks may be handed to the city clerk to be made a part of the record. At this time, please silence your phones. And prior to beginning the business portion of our meeting, Apostle Julian Ricks with Church of Destiny Center, always good to see you, sir, will provide an invocation to the council. Afterwards, Councilwoman Vick will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. It is our practice to stand for the invocation and the pledge. Those who also wish to stand are also welcome. Thank you.
Let us pray. Father God, we thank you for your mighty hand that is upon our lives and upon the lives of the ones who make up this great community of Newport News. We ask you, Lord, tonight to bless our mayor, strengthen him, bless the council members in the decisions of our community, bless the leaders at every level in our city, bless our first responders, educators, business owners, and all who contribute to the well-being of Newport News. Lord, surround our city with peace, safety, and progress. Give them grace to lead with truth, justice, and stability. God, we thank you for your desire to see our land and our community prosper. You desire this because you are a good Father who loves to bless his people. Direct us with your wisdom. Protect us and give us what we need. Eliminate what we don't need. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. We thank you and praise you in your mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Can you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Public hearings, page 4. Item E1 is a request to adopt an ordinance authorizing the lease by and between the City of Newport News and RDM Corporation of Suffolk for Seafood Industrial Park, Parcel 4, located at 807 Jefferson Avenue for a term of 5 years. At this time, are there any speakers? There is one for questions only. Any questions? Motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please. Are we going to call it?
No, well, actually, I thought that we would call them, just call them.
Oh, we're just going to open it? Okay. Motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Open the vote, please. Sorry, I forgot we're doing it a new way.
Yeah. Councilman Ely?
John.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, thank you. Page 37, item E2 is a request to adopt an ordinance authorizing a lease by and between the City of Newport News and Lockwood Marine, Inc. for Seafood Industrial Park 17, located at 920 Terminal Avenue for a term of 5 years. At this time, are there any speakers? We have one for questions only. Do we have any questions? Motion to close public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Page 71, item E3, request to adopt an ordinance authorizing a lease by and between the City of Newport News and Lockwood Marine, Inc. for Seafood Industrial Park, parcel 17A, located at 920 Terminal Avenue for 5 years. At this time, are there any speakers? Questions only. Do we have any questions? Motion to close public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I would just like to say, Mr. Mayor, if you don't mind, I'm really excited about the lease agreements to be able to bring more liveliness to our seafood industrial park. So thank you all for committing to that.
Thank
That's
you.
all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Any further discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Page 105, item E4 is request to adopt an ordinance authorizing the city manager to execute all documents necessary to make offers to acquire by voluntary sale or condemnation a portion of property located at 601 Denby Boulevard for the replacement of a damaged pole included in the traffic signal repair design project. At this time, are there any speakers?
No speakers.
Motion to close public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Motion to adopt the ordinance.
Moved up. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Consent agenda. Item F contains the following items. Page 112, minutes of the City Council and Newport News School Board joint work session meeting, September 23rd. Page 120, minutes of the work session, September 23rd. Page 125, minutes of the regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda, item F1 through F3, all inclusive?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, other city council actions, page 145, item G1, Mr. Manager.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. Item G1 is a request to receive and open bids for granting a utility easement across city-owned property at 11780 Rock Landing Drive. The easement, coordinated with the Department of Engineering, supports power needs for the city's traffic signal and turn lane installation project at Rock Landing Drive and Omni Boulevard. Recommend approval.
I have the bid right here. Two envelopes.
Maybe a third.
Dear Mayor and council members, please accept this $1 bid from Dominion Energy Virginia as a response to the advertisement in the legal section of September 29th and October 6th. Please put for the record. Page 155, item G2, Mr. Manager.
Item G2 is a request to adopt an ordinance to amend City Code Chapter 26, Motor Vehicles and Traffic, Article 3, Vehicle License Fees. The proposed changes aim to enhance fairness for residents and reduce administrative tasks by shifting the annual vehicle license fee due date from December 5th to June 5th in order to align with the calendar year it covers. Additionally, it will allow prorated fees and refunds for vehicles bought or sold during the year. I recommend approval.
At this time, are there any speakers?
No speakers.
Motion to adopt the ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion, Vice Mayor?
Yes. Good evening, Mayor and members of council. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to this agenda item. As we discussed during tonight's council work session, the proposed vehicle license fee ordinance changes will benefit our residents, especially the baby right there, and help increase efficiency in our business processes. Most importantly, we're moving the VLF due date from December to June, so billing matches the calendar year and reduces confusion. And we're introducing proration for charges and refunds, meaning that residents will pay only for the months they own a vehicle and receive refunds if they sell or dispose of it during the year. As we mentioned, there's no significant loss in revenue, just a small impact on interest earnings this year. These changes are fair, efficient, and resident-focused. On behalf of the Finance and Government Committee members, I recommend approval. I want to thank our treasurer, the Commissioner of Revenue Offices, and staff of the administration for bringing these changes and solutions to our attention. Let's continue to work together to make our processes clear and more equitable for everyone in our community. Thank you for your consideration.
Is there any other discussion from City Council at this time? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Item G3, Mr. Manager.
Item G3 is a request to adopt an ordinance authorizing the city manager to execute all documents necessary to convey a utility easement to Dominion Energy Virginia across city-owned property at 2901 Orchid Avenue. The easement, coordinated with the Department of Engineering, supports power needs for the Southeast Community Resource Area Huntington Middle School project, which is included in the city's approved capital improvement plan. I recommend approval.
At this time, are there any speakers?
No speakers.
Motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, open the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Appropriations, item H1 through H3, Mr. Manager.
There are 4 appropriations this evening. The first appropriation is a request to approve a resolution appropriating $929,080 of grant funds from the Virginia Department of Conservation and Recreation Community Flood Preparedness Fund for the Flood Ready Homes Program Study. The second appropriation is a request to approve a resolution appropriating $1,060,000 for the fiscal year 2026 bond authorization stormwater drainage category for the Stony Run Drainage Analysis and Improvements Project. The third appropriation is a request to approve a resolution appropriating $10 million from the fiscal year 2026 bonds authorized and unissued schools category to fund Newport News Public Schools capital projects. And the fourth appropriation is a request to approve a resolution appropriating $15 million from the public buildings category of the fiscal year 2026 bond authorization in support of creating a governmental center in City Center. I recommend approval of all the appropriations.
So we're going to break this up into 2 different categories. One, can I get a motion to approve item H1 through H3?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Let's open up the vote, please.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to the Vice Mayor because I need to abstain from H4. Vice Mayor.
Page 178, appropriation item H4, Mr. Manager. Oh, well.
Yeah, you want me to
Just
read it again? Yes.
For the record.
Item H4. This is the fourth appropriation request this evening. This is a request to approve a resolution appropriating $15 million from the public buildings category of the fiscal year 2026 bond authorization in support of creating a governmental center in City Center.
Are there any speakers?
No speakers.
Is there a motion to approve item H4?
So moved.
Is there any discussion?
I have a discussion. I'll be abstaining due to a personal interest in this transaction. I have my signed written declaration is on file with the city clerk.
Thank you. Open the vote, please.
Motion carried 6-0 with 1 abstention.
Thank you. I think I'll take over again.
You got it.
Item I, citizen comments on matters germane to City Council. I will call each name in the order it appears in front of me. Angela Harris, then Daryl Brucknell, then Angela York, then Darren Reese, then Alan Tanner. So Angela Harris.
So this is his first time. So I told him that I'll show him the way and we can help each other out.
Sounds good.
I'm here for 2 reasons. I had the opportunity to see Mr. Linwood DeBrew this week. And for some reason, if you found a liar, you found a thief. And somebody, for whatever reason, shared with Mr. DeBrew that Dr. Holloman called, said something to the city about Southeast Care. Here's her number. I'm trying to give it to someone because Dr. Holloman says she's going to sue because she never did it. So please get in contact with her. That's number 1. We should never lie. She went to school, she worked hard, she's a doctor, respected. Number 2, we had, unfortunately, lost one of our elders, Miss Sproul. She was 106 months old. Just want to say to everyone, she put her work in. She wrote books. She made sure we have the Martin Luther King. We have the 25J. We have the Newsom House. And we need to respect our elders a little bit. So I'm asking all the council members, if you haven't been to the Newsom House in a while, stop by. Take a look at what's going on. Because I understand the city is trying to change our charter, but for whatever reason, the Newsom House board is trying to change our charter too. It's alarming. All our ancestors' history are in these 3 houses. Someone needs to tell us what's going on, because we really need to know. I've been begging for 2 years now to change the time from 3 back to 5. We haven't have a response, an answer, anything. It's like we fall on deaf ear when we come over here, and it's shocking when we can move money around like this. And we have so many signs outside with people running for office and all that. We never see them until election time, and when it's over, we never see them again. And that's wrong too. So if y'all don't have the way, I'm gonna leave this over here too, to the Newsom House. I'm sure if you're born and raised here, you care about this matter like I do. We should never close our brown house, and we should always know what's going on. The citizens should, because we pay a lot of people tax, the salaries and stuff. So we gotta respect all the way down, respect. And please send something to the Sproul family in honor of the city. 106 months old. Everyone can send a card. That's respect. Now this wonderful young man, he says it's first time, but we're dealing with homelessness in our community. This is nothing new. The 4 Oaks evidently is not working, so I'll be over there with this young man next week trying to see what the counselor is doing and those type of things. We should do better. Is Lisa Z still in the area? A lot of people forgot that Lisa Z was Lisa Warnham. That's a Warnham. And we should never be doing inside trade because we love each other. I get his minutes too. So we're going to talk about home. Come on, baby. Talk about your home.
Let's restart it.
And make sure that, and speak clear. Don't be scared, because everybody in here work for you. They work for you. They really do. They good people.
Thank you. My name is Darrell Bucknell, and I am here to talk about homelessness. I think we need more communication between the city business owners and the homeless. And the 4 Oaks seem to have lost some of their resources. I'd like to see them gain some more resources and maybe even an advocate or something so that they can explain to these homeless that don't know how to use the resources, because they're there, but they don't know how to use them. We need more of them. I know there's frustration with business owners and litter, and that's one of my pet peeves. I don't know how you can respect somebody's property and expect them to look out for you. So that's something I've been trying to get across to them. Respect other people's property, they might respect you. But somewhere along the way, we need more communication so we can figure out what to do, how to make it better, how to make it easier, instead of having frustrated homeowners and frustrated business owners, and then people that thought they're lost, they're down and out, nobody's going to help them. I'm here to try to help them. That's my family. And I'd like to be able to talk to more people and see where we can go, what we can do. I know there's some that like being out there. Tough love, they don't belong. I don't know how we can do it, but we're never going to do it without communication. That's about what I have to say. As I wasn't planning on talking, I might have had more to say. But hopefully we can communicate.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for coming out.
You did good.
Angela York.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Angela York. I'm the Executive Director of Thrive Peninsula. So I came here this evening just to personally thank all of you for supporting Thrive during Hunger Action Month. Many of you came personally to volunteer, had your key staff come and volunteer and volunteer in person at Thrive to see what we do firsthand. And it just means so much that many of you were there. You also supported us with a citywide food drive, which helps spread awareness and bring food to stock our shelves, which feeds many people in the city of Newport News. I know firsthand how many great charities there are in this city, and so just know that we are humbled and honored that you would select us for this initiative. I also want to say thank you to Councilman Long, who's on our board, who spearheaded this initiative. While he represents the central district with Rob where we are, I did look up our top 3 zip codes that we served this year so far, and they are 23608, 23602, and 23607, showing we really do span the city with our services. We have something for each of you. We're going to give it to the clerk. If you need a different size, let me know, but just know you all are considered to be on Team Thrive from now on, so I hope you wear it with some pride. I also want to thank the city for supporting us throughout the calendar year, and you've actually been supporting us since 2020. That was the first year we received a community support grant from you all, and that support came at just the right time because it allowed us to pivot during COVID. During COVID, we had to expand our hours, and we did partner with the city, and we distributed meals with the World Central Kitchen in partnership with you guys. There was just a lot of pivoting for everybody, but having support really allows us to do that. It allows us to be nimble. In 2021, thanks to Councilwoman Vick, we actually got a year-end contingency grant, which helped us a lot. She recognized that we were serving a lot of people and our shelves were bare, and so you all stepped in and supported us, and we appreciate that too. Since 2021, our organization has expanded exponentially, and I'm really pleased to say that the city's support has expanded with us. Today, we are faced with another national crisis. Of course, there's a government furlough. A lot of people in this city and other cities aren't being paid. So at Thrive, we take that as our opportunity to step up and serve people and meet the need. And so we're offering walk-in services for families in Newport News, Hampton, Yorktown, and Pocosin. They can walk in and receive assistance with food. They can bring in a bill, and we'll see if we can help them so they don't get evicted or have their utilities cut off, and any other support and resource referrals we can offer. Those are during our open hours. Walk-in hours are Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 4, and Fridays, 10:30 to 1 p.m. But having support throughout the year from the city and from our donors and supporters allows us to pivot during times of crisis. This year, we do expect to serve more than 35,000 people. About 70% will be residents of the city of Newport News. And so, again, just really came to say thank you. I gave a little, promo for us too. But really, we serve the city, and we're here, and we want to do what we can to do the best by our residents. And this year, we are also going to be doing a strategic plan. And so if any of you have feedback, things you'd like to see, needs that we can help meet, please let us know, let Cleon know, because we're here to serve the city. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll start with Tina and then John.
Oh, Angela, before you leave, can you give the hours of operation again, please?
Yes. Okay, the walk-in hours are Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Friday from 10:30 to 1 p.m. And we're going to continue doing that throughout the length of the shutdown.
And thank you for all that your organization does for our city, citizens in our city. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Councilman Ely.
I just want to thank Angela and the Thrive team. They've been very committed to not just the city, but with what we do with What's Next. When the city had the company that kind of with CNU, they partner What's Next and Thrive together. And I would say it's one of the best partnerships that I didn't think was going to work, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. So I just want to thank you and your team for always helping citizens in Newport News get to the next level. Whatever the issue is, Angela and her team is helping. And the good thing about Thrive is they don't wait till you evicted to help you. They try to help you before that time, or if your power bill will get off. A lot of organizations that we do support, it's like a circus to get help. And I know that because when citizens come tell me something, I'm the type of person, I'm going to try to figure it out myself. I'm going to act like I'm going to give them a different name because I want to know what citizens are dealing with. And it'd be a circus. But when you deal with Thrive, their staff are as loving and caring, and they want to help. It's like some companies like, what do you want? Why do you need help? But Thrive and their organizations, so many people that I know have went through them feel welcome and not embarrassed or ashamed that they might be down. So thank you for your leadership, because your leadership has poured down to your staff knowing that they have a service heart. So thank you for all you do for not just Newport News, but the whole Hampton Roads area.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I also just want to say, just take a moment, say just thank you to Councilman Long. Cleon, I know you do a lot with housing for the city, but to also be on council and then lead these initiatives. He was sending emails to people, making sure people showed up. I know it's in Central District, but it affects the entire city. So for you to do housing and food is a lot. We definitely, I think on council, appreciate you and know that everyone else does. So thank you, Cleon. Darren Reese, then Alan Tanner.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Darren Reese. I live at 100 Campside Lane, Newport News 23603. The item I'm here about is not on the agenda tonight. Well, I guess background first. I lived here from 1993 until 2022, all at my career at Fort Eustis, start to finish, in uniform and as a civilian. In 2022, my wife and I moved to rural Kentucky to be closer to my in-laws. They needed help. We stayed there for 3 years on a beautiful 32-acre property that out in the middle of nowhere away from everybody, which was a real benefit to me for a lot of reasons that developed during my career in uniform. What brought us back to Newport News in May of this year was a diagnosis my daughter received in August of last year. She was diagnosed with an inoperable wild-type brain tumor, and for the past year, she's been making memories for her two girls. She was born and raised here, along with her two brothers. So when we decided to move back to this area, the only thing that we needed really was space. I needed to be kind of away from most things. I'm lucky to have made it here tonight. So in our search, we were mostly in surrounding areas, not necessarily Newport News. I knew there was nothing here. Having lived here for almost 30 years, I knew there was nothing here that would fit the bill. So I kept looking and looking, and I landed on that little patch behind Enview Plantation. I'm sure everybody's aware of, everything that's going on around there. We were not. It was not necessary for any of that business to be disclosed, and we understand that. Buyer beware. But in getting to know our neighbors, we learned that it was twofold. It was the development there, which all three families there seem to support under certain conditions. We do as well. But it's the second one that causes me concern, and in this, my pride has absolutely left the building. I've learned that the birthplace of America Trail is basically going to run through my backyard. The first thing we did was fenced in a large area for our dogs, but we didn't fence in enough, and I'm looking forward at some point for people to be just hiking right past the back of my house and, looking at the our yard and all that, and that just takes everything, the entire reason for me that I moved back to Newport News. And I'll be here for the next time that it's on the agenda, but I just wanted to ask that, maybe we can be of concern regarding that. There's so many options for people to get through, the park to George Washington's encampment. There's the place a little further up Crawford Road, and then the park itself. There's a lot of options other than right along the back fence of my house. And I just kind of wanted to get on record with that.
No, thanks, sir. We'll take a look at it. Also, just for the record, when I went to, I think it's the Paw Paw Festival, they also mentioned that that new trail cut, I think, through some of that land. So we've heard it from a few individuals. We'll take it for action.
If I may, the surveyors were there about a week ago, and they were actually laying out the path right behind my house.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Thanks,
you,
sir. All of you.
No, of course. Alan Tanner.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Members of council, Mr. Mayor. I want to give out some thank yous before I start with what I had to say about our church. Thank you guys for putting on that summit. That was very special, and that's going to be the start of focusing national attention on our community. We need that national attention from the private sector, who will come in and hopefully, not with taxpayer dollars, but with private funds, make this the world's greatest harbor. We're an all-American city. We deserve it, and I want to thank you for that summit and following up on that as quickly as we can to make sure that we are putting together the properties that will be most advantageous to the city. And I can't say enough about development. I fired more questions at them during our bus ride than anybody there, but Derek handled it very well, and I really appreciate it and want to issue a thank you to you. I also want to issue a thank you to Mayor, Mr. Mayor, and Councilman Coleman for coming to the opening of the church at 221 34th Street. We're going to make it the Miracle on 34th Street, as it was called years ago, and you were there. It meant a lot to the church to have you there and to show your support. And with that being said, we have formed the National Center for Social and Environmental Justice, and we are developing a campus around that church to address the very things you heard about tonight: homelessness, clean air, clean water, those things that affect our community deeply and have been, it's very hard to solve them. And we want to bring a national attention and national investment through the OpZone Fund of America, which has also been created to be the funding source for these projects. This is private sector funding. We want to involve the faith-based community. Right next door to Apostle Rick and his wonderful group, but to really make this special and attack these issues that have long lingered in our city. And very excited about it. And again, also thanks to Commissioner Tiffany Boyle for being there, but really appreciated your being there and look forward to the future, and we'll be keeping you posted. One last announcement, Jonathan Provost and I have just closed on the Lux James project, which is the Nolan building on the waterfront. Haven't broke ground yet, but we're starting. We gotta do some stuff there, but Jonathan and I are going to create one of the first luxury apartments on the James River where you can actually now see the sunset. The most spectacular sunset in the world, as you know, has been blocked for 40 city blocks. How that happened, I don't know. But we're going to bring that sunset to our community and develop that area in our plans as well.
Thank you, sir.
I look forward to seeing you on many council occasions to bring forward what we're trying to do.
Thanks,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you. Our next item will be new business. We'll turn it over to City Manager Archer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one item this evening. I'd like to invite all Newport News residents to join us for an interactive strategic planning event on Saturday, November the 1st. This event will be held at the Denby Community Center. This is a drop-in event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. where residents can share their ideas and priorities to help shape the work that we do here in our community with council, with the administration, with all of the residents. We're requesting that you help us shape the direction of our next strategic plan. So we'll have staff on hand to talk with everyone about our priorities, about our goals, and what matters most in all of your neighborhoods. And your input, just please know that your input will play a vital role in setting the city's direction for the years ahead. So we look forward to seeing you there, and our communications office will have additional information to make available to the public in the weeks ahead. Thank you.
City Attorney.
Nothing, sir.
City Clerk.
Nothing, sir.
Councilman Long.
All right. Want to first thank Angela. Thank you for coming down here and just speaking about Thrive and what impact you have on the community. Want to thank also council and city staff that made it the council takeover possible, and then also for all the community families, neighbors, businesses that donated food to this cause. I mean, this initiative was all about bringing the community together. Support one another. I think that's what distinguishes a city from a community, is when neighbors actually work together and work toward a cause, and that is to bring food security to individuals in our city. I want to offer my condolences to the Augustus Bullock family. August was always a person I can call on the phone and talk about education for our young people. Surely will miss his conversation. He worked tirelessly his career with education, and I know NAACP is served as the educational chair. So truly will miss him, and just my condolences to the family, and lift the family up in prayers. Today was the United Way Legislative Day. It was really a good event. I think it was the 8th event that they've had. I always enjoy attending those events because I get to talk to the nonprofits in the city that's doing a lot of great good. I also learned so much, so just kind of encourage nonprofits that next year when the United Way has this event to participate, because I actually learned so much about what's happening on the ground. Because at the council level, you hear about, I guess, high level, but then to actually talk to individuals that work in the nonprofit in the arena of supporting people, I get to learn more about what I need to do on council. So I really do appreciate United Way hosting this event, and for the nonprofits that participated. And then last thing is the gentleman that spoke about Four Oaks. If afterwards, if you could stay behind, I'd just like to kind of talk to you to understand a little bit more of what the need is for communication. I know as Four Oaks is trying to do a job of outreach to the community, to the unhoused population. So just kind of understand exactly what the need is, because we do want to take what you have seen or witnessed and make sure we incorporate it into our programming here at Four Oaks Center. That's all I have.
Thanks, sir. Councilman Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I would like to wish a very happy birthday to our illustrious city manager, Alan Archer.
Happy birthday, Alan.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Illustrious Alan.
Forever 30.
No doubt. No doubt. Thank you for everything you do. I mean, you are really the anchor here. You keep us steady, and I mean that in a good way. You know, Curtis is over here laughing. It's like he's saying you keep us from doing things, but no, you're the guy we lean on. And I think that not only us, but many other people, your staff, your team, and all of the citizens here in this city. So thank you for everything you do, and hope you have a very happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Just to echo what Councilman Long said, the United Way breakfast was fantastic. I had a great partner with me. It was our assistant city manager, Ginger Moore, and she was fantastic. Letting the nonprofits know what we're already doing here in the city of Newport News and how we could possibly collaborate and work together to serve even more in our communities. So that was a wonderful opportunity. We had a bunch of business openings this weekend. The mayor and I were kind of tag teaming those all up and down the city, but it was great. We had Councilman Long and I hosted a Central District Town Hall meeting last week. I want to thank all of the staff and also all the citizens that attended. I think it was fantastic. We got to brief our citizens on housing, on public safety, and then we had a good Q&A afterwards. And we plan on doing this hopefully every month, the first Tuesday of every month. We're not going to have one in November because I think we all know that the first Tuesday in November this year is a very special day, like it is every year in the Commonwealth of Virginia, but that's Election Day. So we're going to probably push it off to the first Tuesday in December. But we encourage everyone to attend. It doesn't matter if you live in the Central District or not. You have an opportunity to hear and see representatives and also representatives from the city. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you just want to come by and introduce yourself, that would be fantastic. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Vick.
Oh, yes. I would like to also give my condolences to the family of August Bullock and his passing. He was just known for being one of the best educators. And what I really loved about him, sometimes when you talk about people, you want to insert some things about yourself. He loved when I came to the North Newport News to do community meetings for him because he loved the PowerPoint. And he would just rave about that. And it just brought me so much joy. And from that, we made an even bigger connection because just knowing his love for our city and his love for HRT, he would always want to call me and talk about trying to get bus shelves, what is it, little bus stations, and not bus stations, but the little bus shelters, yeah. That was his big thing. He loved the bus shelters and wanted to advocate for that so much. And I also want to thank you, Mr. Mayor, and Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Terry Bass, and the chair of the school board. The last council meeting, we had the joint meeting with the school board, and I just the energy that was there, all of the great information that was passed on from the school board and from our staff, it just created such a great synergy for us working together for our teachers, educators, and children. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Councilman Ely.
I want to also thank city staff, especially Bo and Owen, for the bus tour that me and Tina had. The South District was called Imagine Newport News. We had 2 buses. One started at Down and Gross, and the other bus started at Main Street Library. So our goal for the bus was, we normally do town hall meetings, but we wanted to have a meeting where the citizens actually get on the trolley, ride through the town, and just imagine what could happen in Newport News. So just having the opportunity to listen to citizens, listen to their ideas on the trolley was very cool. We heard about what's working, we heard about what's not working, and we heard about what we could do more to accommodate what the citizens want. So my idea, I just thought we just gonna get on the trolley bus and just go where we go. But thanks to Bo at the last minute, tour was on Monday, he came with the idea on Friday. John, we have to have an organized tour. So I just want to thank you, you and your staff at the last minute, for making the tour organized. Because in my head, I saw one thing, but city staff saw another. So thank you again for stepping in, making the tour very organized. Also, my condolences again to Mr. August Bullock. He's definitely going to be missed. He was definitely a pillar in the community. He always showed up, always cared, and really loved the city of Newport News. Happy birthday to Alan. You're an amazing city manager. You and your team is doing an excellent job. When I first got on city council, my blood pressure was so high, the fire chief had to stop me. I thought I was about to have a stroke. But now when I come to these city council meetings, it's like, I can't wait to get here. The energy among staff and this amazing council is just one of the best things I ever could have done in life, being a part of this team. It's different when you're on a team, but it's different when you're on a team where you feel like this is your family members. And we're getting such great things accomplished under your leadership, the mayor, the vice mayor, this council, city staff. So I just want to personally thank you, because I was working, I was coming back on a flight, and I was just like, I have to get back by Tuesday. But it was you reflecting on, why do you have to get back? Because you love the city, you love your teammates that you're working with, and you love the progression that you see is happening in Newport News. So I just want to publicly thank this team, thank the staff, because this is one of the best things I ever could have done in life, is being on this team and helping move Newport News forward. Last thing, I want to give condolences to Mayor Jimmy Gray. He lost his wife. She was an amazing lady. He's an amazing mayor of Hampton. So my condolences to my Hampton family. Last thing, last week, was it Monday, G? Last Monday, we had a job fair at Brooks Crossing. We partnered with Brooks Crossing, and the shipyard was there, and Fairleigh was there. And meeting with Fairleigh, we knew we had to take a pivot, because a lot of the federal funds have been cut as far as workforce development. So we had to kind of be creative on how can we still get people training. So Fairleigh's like, well, we have 25 positions that we need to be filled. Well, that night we filled all positions. Between Shipyard and Fairleigh, we was able to put 50 people from our community to work. So I just want to thank Fairleigh and the Shipyard for wanting to come into Newport News and was adamant about hiring people from our community. And one of the stories that touched me the most, one gentleman applied for a job, and he's applied at several places, and nobody would ever hire him. And once he got hired, he said, I don't know whether to cry or to scream for joy. Well, that young man was legally blind, who had an assistant with him everywhere he go. And our Newport News shipyard found the position for him and gave him a job offer on the spot. After I left that event, I said, this is why the Lord put me in this position. Sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's about how it make other people feel. So I just want to thank the shipyard for giving that man an opportunity. He's been applying, going to job fair after job fair, but he got a job offer that day. So I just want to publicly thank the Newport News shipyard for just really being an employer for all people. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Harris.
Yes, and once again, I want to extend my condolences as well to Mr. August Bullock and Mayor Gray on the passing of his wife. Just wanted to let them know that they're in my prayers, and well, the Mayor Gray's family's in my prayers, and the family of August Bullock will continue to lift you guys up during this time. Great individual, Mr. Bullock, and was always, he was adamant and passionate about education, which is one of the fields that I've always been able to connect with him on. Just real quick, I do want to, we talked about the Thrive organization, the great things that they have been doing. If you want to continue helping, I know you talked about the one-day of service that you guys did every Thursday. We could use your help at Safe Haven because they set up every Thursday at Safe Haven with their food distribution program. And I'm overwhelmed with what we've been able to accomplish together with a partnership with Miss Angela and Thrive. Just since March, when we started this partnership, we've been able to touch over 5,000 families at our center which occurs every Thursday, starts at 4 o'clock. Sit-up starts at 3 o'clock for anybody who wants to volunteer, and we run until about 6 o'clock. And it's been a blessing to be able to see so many people leaving the building joyful due to the fact that some of the items that they're able to take, they get fresh produce, they get meat, they get non-perishable items, and all of it, all you have to do is come in and participate, and you're able to go home with a grocery list of items that are able and available thanks to Thrive. So I appreciate that partnership. And then on Tuesday, next Tuesday coming up, we'll have free haircuts for the kids at the Safe Haven Empowerment Center starting at 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. This is another partnership with Tomorrow's Image. They'll have barbers in throughout the course of the day, so if you have or know a child that could use a free haircut, please have them come by from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock at the Safe Haven Empowerment Center located on 429 Thorncliffe Drive. We are also back with our Councilman's Corner. We've been trying to readjust how we deliver the message with our Councilman Corner. I want to thank my CSR, Ms. Tanisha Hines, for help putting this together. So on Monday, August 27th, starting at 6:30 to 8 o'clock, we'll be having our next session of our Councilman Corner, and we're glad to have Ms. Pam Kroon, who will come over and share information regarding small women and minority business SWAM program. So if you're looking to get certified, which we encourage all of our small women and minority-owned business community to come out, if you're not certified, to get this information, which will definitely be very informative for those who aren't SWAM certified. And she will talk, Ms. Pam will talk to you about how it can impact your contracts with the city, and then help you be a better partner with the city. So please look into putting that date down on your calendar, August 27th, Monday, August 27th, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Safe Haven Empowerment Center. And finally, I just want to share this. Last time we were at a council meeting, I endorsed a young fella to be the vice president of his 5th grade class at Achievable Dream Elementary School. And I just got to tell you this quick story, because I found out yesterday that he went to school on election day for him, and he was going to vote for somebody else because he felt that that person wasn't going to get a lot of votes, and that's the compassion in his heart. His dad told him, you might not want to do that. So, and just long story short, young fella, Cayenne Heron, was elected as the vice president by 1 vote. at his school. So I want to congratulate Mr. Cayenne Heron. I hope he learned a valuable lesson to always put yourself first. And we're just excited. Saw him this Saturday at an event. He came and ran up on me. I didn't know how much of an impact it had on him for us to just say his name the way we did during the council meeting. But to see that young fella so happy and enthusiastic about him being selected just lets me know that we have to continue to highlight our young people as much as we can. The more we can shout them out for the positive, the more impact that will have in their lives. So I want to congratulate, like I said, congratulations to him. A lot of things coming up, and I hope I can see you somewhere, whether I see you on Thursday helping out at the Safe Haven Empowerment Center for the food distribution program or bringing some young people over to get a free haircut. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor.
Yes, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. First, the reason I laughed when Councilman Coleman was given the illustrious Allen his birthday shout was because I know there are some days where Allen is like, man, they are all gas. Like, they just need to stop. But going back to the balance, right? Allen definitely balances us out perfectly. And so I said happy birthday. I'm going to say it again, but we do appreciate you being with us, sir. And I can also speak to another thing, which is me being at VML. There was a VML conference, the Virginia Municipal League, of all the elected folks from towns, cities, and counties. When they saw my name tag, it said Newport News. They were like, oh, well, yeah, we know Alan Archer. We know that Archer. And they always speak to what we already know Alan to be, but how kind of a person he is and to his character. And so the simple fact that people from across the Commonwealth speak highly of you, sir, is a huge indicator of your passion for city, your passion for people, and your passion to work collaboratively with your staff. So I commend you, sir. Again, you can never give somebody their flowers enough, and that is something that I live by. So also,
Thank you.
no problem. Also, I want to give a shout out to Ms. Flora Churros. Flora's not here. I saw her earlier. But Flora spoke on a panel during the VML conference because, really to piggyback off of what Councilman Ely said, there are so many people that are looking at Newport News right now and some of the things that we've been able to accomplish. And I think that's the mayor's always using that word gravitas, right? Like, that is exactly what we're working on and trying to do. We want Newport News to be on the map for a number of all the great things that we do, right? If we don't tell our story, no one else is going to do that. And so Comms has been doing a phenomenal job. Y'all have been killing it. I want y'all to know that for sure. Yeah. Shout out to all the new energy surrounding Comms and the city as a whole and our team. When I hear about some of the issues that are going around across the Commonwealth, and I know that we do not face those because we communicate with each other, we work well together. That's a big deal. The simple fact that I always hear that, and so that being said, I'm done. That's it. I hope you all have a great rest of the day and night. And Mr. Mayor, that's all I got.
Got you. I'll wrap up. I'll be brief. First of all, is there any CNU students in the house?
Oh.
Round of applause. So I think I talked to everyone at the CNU vote day, but thanks for continuing to come out to be involved. We definitely appreciate CNU's involvement in the city. So hopefully it's well worth your time and you're able to feel engaged. A few items. So Mr. August Bullock, I know the funeral is on Thursday, but I was looking through my texts. No other person will text me at 6 a.m. about HRT and transportation. That man loved transportation. I know Councilman Harris served on the board with him, but we will miss you, my friend. We will ensure that HRT continues to thrive, and the funeral will be on Thursday if anyone can make it. On a lighter note, I know Alan. Everyone said happy birthday, but I'm going to tell an Alan story. So there are some days I feel bad for Alan because I'll come up with this like crazy in the military, and Bo will laugh. We called it a GOBI, a General Officer Bright Idea. You're like, you know what? That'd be really cool if we could do this. And then I would call Alan. A perfect example would be the Edge Summit. I said, Alan, wouldn't it be cool if we had this like amazing economic development summit and we bring in developers. I was like, all right, anyway, figure it out. Let me know and I'll come back. and like, that's like what happened. So Alan, I know I give you a lot of gobies. I know that we all do, but you get them all done and we definitely appreciate it. Enjoy your day, my friend. And we definitely appreciate you.
I got one thing. Can I?
Yeah, you can go now?
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Because I have to say it, because Thrive is still here. I want you all to know that Councilman Long asked me 6 times to make sure that I go to that event. I mean, he really was trying his best to make sure we were there, and I would not be there if he did not do that. So I have to say that because, man, he worked so hard.
I agree. It's actually
On a Thursday, you can come out.
You already know it. I'm there.
I guess I'll be seeing you on Thursday as well.
Yeah, there we go. I'll be there Thursday.
A few more items on my end. Congrats to the vice mayor elected. I think it's vice president of VML. Is that the correct term?
Yes, sir.
So that never happens for someone who's only been, I think, like for 3 years. So there's probably some things that happened, some votes that were counted. But congrats on elevating Newport News. I think you'll be president in 2 years. So that's just massive for our city.
Thank you.
Speaking of Thrive, as I wrap up, Ms. Carolyn Duddle, can you raise your hand? So you sent me an email on June 12th. Do you remember what it was about? It was a very long email, and I read it again tonight because along with Thrive, she was advocating that we need to do more as a city when it comes to our federal workers and those who are displaced, those who are furloughed. So we took that feedback, that advice. I know we sent out some information, I think last week on Newport News Now. We will continue to update it. And so I know there's I think there's military people who are missing their paychecks, who are furloughed, et cetera. So we will continue to push out information, whether it's job fair or SNAP and Medicaid and WIC. We will continue to make sure that, especially those who are on Meals on Wheels, et cetera, that people are taken care of in the city. So I did not forget that email. I look at it often, and just seeing you again, and Angela, thank you so much for all that you do. But we will continue to uplift our federal workers and contractors here in the city. And the last thing I'll say is I just want to give Mayor Jimmy Gray. So there's 7 mayors in Hampton Roads. We have a prolific group chat. It's a funny group chat. But I want to publicly say I think Jimmy is the best mayor in Hampton Roads, and I'll tell you why. The funeral for Dana was it this week, Alan, or was it last week? It was
The ceremony for her was Thursday.
Last
Yeah,
Thursday. So I'm getting emotional. The day before his wife passed, Jimmy was at a mayor's meeting, right? It is more than a title for Jimmy. So the day before his wife passed, he was at a meeting that I sent Alan to because I wasn't going to drive to Virginia Beach. So Jimmy was there, and then he was at what's it called? This Weekend with You. VML. So there is no one more dedicated to his city or the region than Mayor Jimmy Gray. So Jimmy, this is to you. You're a good man. So with that, we stand adjourned. Thank you.